Okay, next thing we're going to do is electric guitar. That's obviously the one with the 6 strings. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your guitar is in tune. You might need to get help from your teacher, or perhaps there's someone in your band or group that can help you with it. Either way, I would suggest that would be one of the first things that you do. Setting up the guitar is very similar to setting up a bass, so if you know how to set up a bass, you'll probably be okay. Get a cable from the music studio. Make sure you're using the right amp. Okay, these PV amps, there tends to be the one that have a little bit more buttons on them and things like that. There's a couple of different types of guitar amp here, but once you know them, you'll be able to recognize them. So, again, first step is plug your cable into your guitar. Second step, plug it in to the amplifier. Now you may have several different inputs, but you want to look for something that either says input or main input or channel 1 or anything like that. Yeah, all of our guitar amps have the input at the front. If the input is at the back, you are using the wrong amplifier, because then you are using a keyboard amplifier. So look for the one with the input on the front or with a bit more buttons than the bass amp. Next thing is to switch it on. Now, some of the amps have slightly different buttons. Some might have 1 button, some might have a couple. This one has 2 as well. So you put power on, and then this one here, standby, also on. Okay? So make sure that all of those buttons are on. You will see a light coming up once you've set it up right. Same as with the other amps, it's best if you make sure that all the volumes are down before you switch them on. Okay, so if you have any kind of buzzing sound like that, just switch it off for the time being. Make sure your guitar volume is turned up. So that's normally the one that's at the top here. Just make sure that that's set. And then you take this one here, which is called master volume, or master, or volume, or channel volume, and you just turn it up a little bit. You gotta go real slow here because these amps are pretty powerful. And then once you have a sound, and you're ready to play. Now, with these amps specifically, you can often have a really noisy kind of distortion effect or anything like that. The best thing, if you're not getting the kind of sound that you were aiming for, just experiment with these buttons here. Stop boxes, amp, effects. Just twist and turn them around a little bit and just see if you can get the sound that you want. Again, if you're really struggling to find the right sound, you might need help from your teacher. But do give it a go to just experiment a little bit first before you ask for help. So, then we're ready to unplug again. So the order is the same with all of these instruments. The very first thing you do, switch off the amplifier. Then you can unplug first from the amplifier. Okay? Then you can unplug from your guitar. Roll up the cable, return it to Ash, put the guitar away safely in the stand, and we're ready to go. That's it.